This is 20-30 minutes after surgery. I'm like completely sober. I didn't want to help you guys because I wanted some advice for wisdom teeth, and it would be just a nice experience. Yeah.
Hello beautiful people of the world. Today I'm coming at you with another video, and this one is all about wisdom teeth. Now when I was getting my wisdom teeth out, I hoped and I wished that I could have some sort of video like this one. My wisdom teeth started hurting a lot at the age of 20. It would be hurting at the bottom of my teeth, just here and here. They weren't that serious. It would come and go. Maybe like a year after that, it started to hurt a lot again for longer, and it just kept on getting worse and worse, to the point where I remember I got a temperature. I was like, you know what? Let's go and get this thing done. Now my dentist told me that I should get all of my wisdom teeth out. They weren't all bad, but it was better to get all 4 out at the exact same time so you wouldn't have to be put under anesthetic multiple times. So I go to Dental Lounge in Sydney, and they are bloody brilliant.
For me, one of the most important things to do is to find a dentist that matches their ties with their socks.
I came in there, they put me into a room, they scanned my entire mouth. They basically looked at what was wrong with my wisdom teeth. He suggested that I take all 4 out. He said that this one was the most swollen. This one was going to become a major problem soon. And then he said that the top teeth weren't coming out, but they could be potentially coming out. So if you don't want to risk it, then just take all 4 out. Now he recommended the twilight zone. So basically he went under local anesthetic when he got his wisdom teeth out, and he could feel the whole thing as it was happening, because they just put needles into your gums and you could feel basically everything. It would just be sort of acting as like a numbing thing. He then booked an appointment for me, and it was 2 weeks after the consultation and the quote, and I had to pay about $300 up front for the whole x-ray scan. Yeah, I got the twilight zone, which was $500. Half of that was covered by Medicare, and then taking all 4 teeth out was going to be $1,500, which half of that was covered by my private health insurance. So overall I paid about $1,000. It costs more to remove ones that are less infected than the ones that are already more infected, because the ones that are more infected are actually out more. So what you do, you just pull it out, whereas the ones that are still lodged inside of your gums, you actually have to make an incision, like surgery, and take that tooth out yourself. So that was a couple of $100 more for those 2 teeth, and then the ones at the bottom were a little bit cheaper. Before going into the procedure, he told me that I shouldn't eat before at all, and I should get picked up, and I can't work for 3 full days, and that usually people go in on a Thursday, they get Friday off, and so then they have Saturday and Sunday to rest, so they'll have 3 days off. He gave me time to schedule that in with work. My work was super cool. You don't know who's going to be affected in what way. Keep that in mind also when you're deciding when to do it and if you should.
Today I am going to get my wisdom teeth out, and I thought that I would vlog all of it. Maybe it'll help some of you guys when you get your wisdom teeth out.
I'm terrified of surgeries. Just the idea of being put under anesthetic, maybe waking up. My mum terrified me as a child. She said once she woke up during a surgery, the dentist, they were so nice, and he just made me feel way more comfortable. So the anaesthetist comes and he talks to me, he comforts me, he explains to me the procedure, and I go into the room with him, sit down back in my chair, and I actually don't remember how he inserts it. I guess he puts it into my veins, and to be completely honest guys, I don't know if I tripped out, but The whole time in my head, I thought that I was awake. Now looking back, I was completely out of it. I remember waking up and feeling my dentist reaching into my mouth and pulling the tooth out. I was just tripping out on the Twilight Zone stuff, so it really did work.
Stop.
No, I'm who's sleeping? Babies.
There's baby sleeping.
Yes. Oh, I pet them? No, you don't pet babies. I love babies.
Sweet. Like I stop birds to say.
Open the window, you lost your hat.
After the whole thing happened, they woke me up and they were like, hey, how are you feeling? They were very gentle with me. He said, just stand up slowly, walk slowly. You get really dizzy when you go on this stuff. So Stan picked me up and all I kept on saying is, I'm not even drunk. I feel fine, I feel fine. And here's the footage of me being so totally fine.
I can't get Stan to feel me, but nothing kind of happened. I feel sober, like I feel fine. This is numb and this is swollen. I'm so apologetic. I look horrible, but surgery. Sometimes I don't know if I want to live. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this.
The first 2 nights were so painful. I couldn't eat at all. It was so much pain. My whole gums were just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. They put cotton balls here so it would stop the bleeding, and they said to take it out during the night. And then after that, for 2 days, I would literally just be on soups, but even swallowing would kill. It felt like I had 5 dicks just lodged into my mouth for 2 whole days. The second night was particularly brutal.
Day 2 of wisdom tooth removal. I can barely speak, and apparently I should be going on to work in 2 days, but at least my face isn't swollen.
I'm legit talking like I have no teeth. I really hope that my face doesn't swell up.
But the upside to it is I lost like 2 kilograms while I was getting better because a bitch didn't eat. It's just so much pain that you don't understand what the hell is happening to your head, and you're just like, always talk to your dentist first or your GP. Personally, I wouldn't be bothered doing that if it wasn't really affecting me at the end of the day. So if it's coming and going, I would literally just push it back to the very last moment until you just can't handle it anymore. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I hope that I gave you value from this video, and if I didn't, or if I didn't cover enough, please let me know and I will make a part 2 outlining the specifics. Thank you for everything, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.